People, welcome back once again to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. On the video today, we're going to be previewing the big night, Tuesday, Arsenal, FC Porto, the second leg of the Champions League round of 16 stage. Remember, the last time we played in the Champions League was the first leg at the Estadio do Dragão in Portugal. It was an intense game of football. We were heading for a goalless draw, and in the 93rd, 94th minute, Arsenal conceded a late goal. A draw would have been a good result, at least a fair result for Arsenal, even though we wanted to win the game. Due to the tactics deployed by the FC Porto side, a draw would have been a perfect result for Arsenal. But unfortunately, we considered a late goal. Big up to the team. There is nothing more we need to do other than to uh, pick ourselves up, knowing that it's halftime and it's advantage FC Porto. We know that, but it's at the Emirates Stadium on Tuesday for the second leg game. It's a must win for Arsenal. It's a must win for Arsenal. So before we get going, please, people, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and we're good. Thank you very much. And today we'll be talking about the technical analysis of that game, the team news, injuries, return to injuries of players, predicted lineups, and and score prediction. That's all we'll be having for the video today. Stay tuned, enjoy the video. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, and you can share as well. Thank you very much. On the tactical analysis, FC Porto. We know FC Porto. They are a force. They have a Champions League heritage. Remember, they've won the Champions League in the past. They are the dark cards when it comes to Champions League. They know the Champions League very well. So we must be wary of that. And their form guide, by all standards, they are doing very well in their domestic league at the moment. 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, they beat FC Porto 5-0. 5-0. And they are currently unbeaten in their last 6 games. Look, the game against Brentford on the weekend is a rehearsal. It's a rehearsal of this game we're playing tomorrow night. It's a rehearsal. They're not going to make it easy for us at all. It's going to be a very difficult and tight game. But I believe that we will come out tops. But we just need to the players need to be aware of what is at stake. And I'm sure they are aware. We cannot afford to make mistakes. We cannot afford to give them an opportunity to be comfortable. We must make it tough for them. The atmosphere must be electric. It's a must-win game. We cannot have, it's unacceptable to not qualify to the next stage of the Champions League. It's unacceptable to go out of the Champions League in the round of 16 in the hands of FC Porto. We are the Arsenal. We are on the ascendancy. It's time we prove to the world. It's time we prove who we are in Europe. And the time is now. So we must be aware of the threat they pose coming into this game. We cannot afford to leave anything to chance at all. On the team news, I'm going to be sharing with you the information put out there by the gaffer, Mr. Waffle Settings, according to my friend Curtis, Mr. Waffle Settings, during his press conference for the game. On team news, he said, I'm sorry, I'm going to be reading out the updates. I don't have what it takes to display on the screen for now, but be assured that with time, I'll be bringing it up on the screen for you to see, other than just reading it out. Thanks for the understanding. On latest team news, we still have 24 hours, and we're trying to have everybody fit and available. So the only player that is likely to be absent for that game is Gabriel Martinelli. You remember he sustained an injury in the game against Sheffield United. It was reported that he had a cut to his foot. So we're not sure if he's going to make it in time for that game. So there is uncertainty with regards to the availability of Gabriel Martinelli. But let's see what happens tomorrow, and hopefully he comes out fit for that particular game, all important game against FC Porto, the Dragons. On Tomiyasu, he did the first part, Gabi didn't, but that's what we're hoping for. Tomiyasu to be involved. That's the good news here with regards to availability of players for that encounter. The player that we've been looking at to return from injury is Takehiro Tomiyasu. He has finally reported in training. He was pictured in training today. The only player that was missing in that training session today was Martinelli, and that's the player that has a lot of uncertainty with regards to the game on the night. Okay, still on team news with regards to the game on Tuesday. On what we have to do differently against Porto tomorrow compared to the first leg, the manager said we're certainly going to have to tweak a few things to generate much more than we did against them. It's the level of the Champions League. You're facing top teams. The fact that there are 2 games as well plays on your mind, and we're going to have to be better tomorrow. Now, this is not like it's the Premier League where you play week in, week out. This is a 2-game affair. It's a knockout phase. And we've just come out of the first leg where we got defeated. Though we didn't deserve to lose that game, but we have an opportunity to turn it around at the Emirates on Tuesday. We must have that mental awareness. That mental awareness needs to come into play. And I have that confidence that we will go through at their expense. Okay, and he went further to speak about the crowd. He said, I think the impact they can make tomorrow is incredible. I don't think that they really realize, so we need that noise, and we need them playing every single ball with us. We need that emotion controlled, as well as to understand that the game can go through certain phases, and we have to be really intelligent to push in the right moments to get what we want. It is a beautiful opportunity to live these nights. It's been 14 years, so everything that we put in is going to be worth it. That's what I'm talking about. It's been a long time since we found ourselves in this position, so we have to make the most of it. It's going to be a very difficult game. A very, very, very difficult game. We all know that. But we have all it takes. We have everything to get past FC Porto, no matter the threat they pose, which we all know it's going to happen. No matter the threats they pose, we're going to get this one over the line. And what else did he say here? Okay. On the potential of being top of the Premier League and then in the last 8 of the Champions League, we have to make it happen tomorrow, but we have to be very good to achieve that. That's good. Just need to control their passion and emotion, for sure, but the game context is very important. We need to know, and we know that we have a long match to play, and there can be moments when things go your way and moments that can change dramatically quickly. Emotionally, we have to be very prepared to play in those games, and that's the truth. You know, this team, they will come with various tactics. You understand? And see what Brentford did on Saturday. Thank God we won that game. They're going to slow things down, break up play, make sure that we don't go with our fluidity. You understand? Now it's down to the players' mentality. We must be calm. We mustn't play into their hands. We must not give them the opportunity to do what they intend, what they want to do. We must not make them comfortable. We must keep doing our thing, play our game, and come out tops. And that is very important. And I'm very sure that they have the awareness, they know this. On being able to call on Jesus, Zinchenko, and experienced players, well, unfortunately, we haven't had them for long periods this season. The same for someone like Thomas Partey as well, but we have others as well that we learn from experiences of playing those games, and the boys will be ready tomorrow. On if they're fit enough to start the game, well, everybody that is available has to be available enough to play, because you might have to play after 5 minutes or from the start, and the boys are in a good place. Then on his best memories of playing in Europe, I have a few. When we played here with Barca and Bayern Munich as well, it was an amazing night, as well as when we had to come back against Milan. So there are a few, but now it's recent and about tomorrow. The present, we have to make it happen tomorrow. That's the manager, Mikel Arteta, speaking there. And it is very important. Whatever record, whatever it is that we've done in the past is in the past. It's all about Tuesday. It's all about Tuesday, the second leg. We must go through to the quarterfinals. We are challenging on two fronts right now. The Champions League is one of them. We cannot afford to blink in 90 minutes. And I'm sure that the players are aware of that. So that's the team news there. The good news is that Takehiro Tomiyasu is back training. Of course, we're not expecting him to start or be involved in the game, but it's also good news knowing that we have the Premier League coming up thick and fast. So we have to have all the players available, fit and ready for the games to come. Of course, Julian Timber has been training for the past 2-3 weeks. Thomas Partey as well. So it's a good thing for the squad. The squad is robust at the moment, and that's a bit of a good news. So that's it. And we go for that. We move for that to the predicted lineup. The predicted lineup. For me, this is my personal predicted lineup. I'm not talking about what the manager is likely to field, and this is based on players' availability. So I'm not going to be including Martinelli in case he did. So in goal, of course, we know it's David Raya. It's our undisputed number one now. Though Ramsdale tried to redeem himself on Saturday with some couple of magnificent saves, but you cannot take away the fact that he made a horrendous mistake. That mistake is unforgivable. So that just confirms Mikel Arteta's decision for a long time now to have brought in David Raya. So for me, I put David Raya in goal. And on the left, this is a bit of thinking now. I have a lot of thinking to do between Zinchenko. Jakub Kiwior has been putting up brilliant performances in recent weeks. He has not put a foot wrong. So this is a very difficult one. But for me, I'm going to go Jakub Kiwior. Jakub Kiwior. I'm just wary of the threat this Porto side will put up tomorrow. Can Zinchenko, is Zinchenko strong enough to hold them? So that's the point. Otherwise, Zinchenko is very good in that inverted role, going forward, linking up with the midfield players. But just because of the quality, for the quality of FC Porto, I'll go with Kivio at left back. And on the right, of course, it's Benjamin White. Ben White has been sensational this season. Since the winter break, he has been sensational. He hasn't put a foot wrong at all, so he's at right back for me. And of course, he will have to invert since it's Kivio at left back. And of course, our defensive duo, defensive center pairing of Saliba and Gabriel will make up the back four. And the midfield three, I'll go Jorginho, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard. And on the left, I'll go Gabriel Jesus. His trickery, we need that trickery. At least he's the best player who will handle that left wing position in the absence of Martinelli. That's not taking anything away from Trossard, but I believe in this sort of game, I think Trossard will be a little bit bullied in that game. So I will go Gabriel Jesus. And on the right, of course, Bukayo Saka, no doubt about that. And of course, in the false nine position, Kai Havertz. These 11 is in to put Porto to the sword. Porto to the sword on Tuesday, regardless of the threat they pose. They have the 1-0 advantage, but we can turn this around. We have the team to turn this around, and there are no two ways about it. We must do it. And that's my predicted 11 there. Let me know what your thoughts are, and let also share your own thoughts on the my predicted 11 and what your thoughts are about it. You have the right to comment down below. And lastly, before we go, my score prediction. I'm going 3-1 Arsenal. It has been in my head. 3-1 Arsenal. And we go through. It's not going to be easy, but 3-1 Arsenal. I hear a lot of people saying 1-0 and we go through on penalties. I can't take it. I won't stand it. The nerves and everything. So I'm predicting Arsenal 3, FC Porto 1, and we go through to the quarterfinals. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe, like the video. See you soon. Peace.